Hello, hello. Hello, hello, all. How are we? I'm gonna go kill one thing. One thing should level me up. Probably. We'll find out. What do you mean 1,000? What the fuck? That's some bullshit. Hold on, I have some slightly uncooperative admin stuff at the moment. There we go. Okay, so... Actually, which one's higher now? I just don't really... Summoner? Okay, so go to Summoner to finish this quest. You've proven the perfect mentor for the boy, Shato. Hells, I dare say old Sereg here could learn a thing or two from you. You've taught him not only how to wield his spells in battle, but how to maintain his focus in the face of danger. With those fundamentals under his belt, it is just a matter of time and practice until he's ready to face Phronesis. I promise you, my friends, I will not let you down. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best go write down all I've learned today, while it's fresh in my memory. Such passion and determination. This makes you the boy he always was, before his time in the Rift stole his memories and spirit. He devotes himself to his training that he might help us fell Phronesis, and bring his friend a measure of salvation. There is no telling what course the battle will take, but I suspect the boy will be forced to confront his past head-on. It will not be easy for him, and yet I believe it is a necessary step for him in order to forge himself a new future. For Teno's sake, and for the sake of those who call Armorang home, we must triumph in this battle. Not to mention for the sake of our coin purses, eh? At any rate, I will leave you to your training, and return to my own. The final confrontation is close at hand, and we must be ready. Food. Oh, I gotta be level 80. I gotta be level 80 to even start this quest. Rude. Well, okay then. Okay, I've already done my roulette stuff off off screen. So, I guess the best thing to do would be... No, not that. I guess would be to jump into a... raid already? I've barely started. Hello, Materia. How are you doing? How is your stream? Did you have a good time? What'd you get up to? Uh, 15 minutes? Why are all my queue times like garbage at the moment? From what I hear of how much time people sink into relics, yeah, it really does sound like it never ends. I guess all my queue times have been garbage since the patch because everyone's doing relic grinds. That's probably why my queue times have been garbage. I was so focused on trying to get Black Mage up to the same level as, like, Summoner and Red Mage, that I forgot that I needed one of them to be level 80 to do this quest. Oh, if I get Summoner to 80, then that'll get Scholar to 80, so I can do the Healer one without needing to level up anything. Okay. In the meantime, I guess just general level grinding would put me at doing Fates in the Tempest at my level. So, yeah, where are we at? 79, yep. We'll go to that one over there. What is this? That's not a way out. Meow. Before I enter this fate area, I should do this. It's been a second since I played Summoner. What's my sequencing again? Something like this. Hello, honeybee. How are you? Wait, I'm not even in the fate. Did they add, like, they just add new Hildebrand quests in the latest patch? Is that what happened? Ah, okay, yeah, sweet. I can't wait. I'm missing my Hildebrand shenanigans because there's no Hildebrand Shadowbringers quests. I was so sad. I was so upset when I discovered that. 90 stream. What on earth? I swear, Graham, you're only still here because of sunk cost fallacy. You've invested too much time already to give up now. How you doing today, Graham? Was work okay today? Didn't kick your ass? Excuse me, who said you could be here? That sounds... I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's not too difficult. I still don't know what downstocking means, but like moving lumber's difficult. I've had friends who've worked at like ports and stuff like that, and lumber's always the thing that fucks them up. Ah! Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. This makes sense. Why are my queue times so garbage? It's so sad. That fate didn't even seem to give me that much XP. I just need one level so that I can keep doing the thing I'm doing. Why are you being so mean to me, game? You're being so mean. Let my queue happen. Damn, someone really just dumps all their damage at once. It's kind of silly. Jesus, this thing does so much damage. Potency of 1300, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, that does do so much damage. That's like the highest potency number I've seen. I wonder if it fucking does so much damage. Jesus. It's kind of insane. Oh. Okay. Oh my god, this is gonna take so long. Let the Q pop. Bum 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 bum. Stupid queue times. So, okay, someone help me out here. What is, like, the best thing for me to be doing at this point for leveling? Because, like, I know normally it would be running, like, higher level dungeons close to my current level. But the queues, oh my god. The queues are so bad. I'm just trying to do random dungeon shit. The queues aren't normally this bad for random dungeon shit. I've been doing random dungeon shit for, like, the last week on random leveling stuff, but I think because everyone's doing relic grinds at the moment, no one's in... Like, a lot of the people that are, like, mentors are doing relic grinds instead of mentor roulettes. So there's just, like, a lot less happening in random dungeon queues at the moment. Yeah, so, like, that's why I think the dungeon queues are, like, really particularly bad at the moment. Because they're, like, OCE's normally kind of bad, but not normally, like, this bad. But here we go, we got a dungeon.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Oh shit, I pulled aggro. I was doing too much damage, I pulled aggro. Or at least I imagine that's what happened. We fighting yet? Jesus Christ. We fighting now, okay. No, you need to go, I need to hand you off to the tank. Why are you still hitting me? It's a big fucking pull. Yeet goes the rocks. This is what I do again. Materia. Laser beams! I wonder if this one will, I wonder if this will get me to level 80. Not strictly super hopeful, but I can dream. We did it. Nice. I don't want it. Looking at that XP gauge, like, we might actually level off of this one. Like, that was a big jump for that one boss. That was more than, like, both of the other two fates I did put together.
Insects! I will not suffer it!
No! Wall! Oh, I just stood in the intersection of that. That's a dumb thing for me to do. That means I got hit by both of them.
Filthy creatures!
No, another wall. We killed the wall, but there's still a wall. Cube. Does this dungeon have the Vorthri fight in it? Was the Vorthri fight a trial afterwards? The Vorthri fight was a trial, I remember now. Think I want to stand here? Nope. Maybe. I got hit by that, but it didn't seem to do anything. Oh! It maps to the grid. I didn't work that out last time I did this because I was playing a melee class, so I was only ever in these 3 front rows. So I was only looking at this bottom row. Oh no, orbs. What do we do with these orbs again? We stand in the... we stand in them. They are shield pockets, that's right. Well, they are the safety zones. Let's do a big shuffle. I did it! I'm level 80! I'm gonna pull this XP boost off now, because I want to stay 80 for as long as possible.
And righteousness will prevail!
I am righteousness!
Can't you do anything by yourselves?
Cool. Summon Demi-Phoenix. Wait for me! So how do I summon Demi-Phoenix? I don't have a button for it. Do I? Big AoEs. Big booms.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Oh no, orbs. Phoenix! Oh, shit. So what, is it just every second summon Bahamut? Is summon Phoenix now? Damn, I've been hit by that thing every fucking time! Okay, so it just alternates between Bahamut and Phoenix. That's cool.
Stop them, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Ring of Radiance. Nope. I think I'm safe here? I am safe here. Nerd, is it because I have a book? Do you not like my book? My book's cool though. It blows people up. Are you the one who's slashy? Which one of you is slashy? Okay, not you. What do you mean stop it! No, orbs. How do these orbs work again? That's right. We get in front of this one. No. I was just following what everyone else was doing. I think they adjusted at the end, but I was stupid and didn't see. Why don't you like my book? That's really mean. Get no fucking time to adjust for that thing. Grumble, grumble, grumble. You're the slashy one. I was in the area. God damn it. I am safe here. Okay, I was correct. And he's dead. Fuck this. They all fucking gapped it. Left me with all the junk. And didn't give me a chance to give them any commendations. I was gonna give the healer a commendation. The healer did really well at not letting me die, even though I was being a fucking dumbass. Okay, we're level 80. Cool. Now let's stay level 80 as long as possible. We want to go to Motsuk. And over to Kereg. Well, look who's back. And looking more imposing than ever, I might add. You'll be pleased to know that Taino's command of his magics has advanced by leaps and bounds since you've left. Says he's finally convinced he can hold his own against Phronesis. Truth be told, I worry about the boy. As devoted as he is to training, I can't help but notice a sad, uneasy look in his eyes from time to time. He insists it's nothing, of course, but I remain unconvinced. As a fellow mage, perhaps you could succeed in reaching out to him where I failed. He should be around here somewhere. Go and find him, and see if you can't offer him a few words of support, won't you? Yeah, that puts Scholar to 80 as well, which means I'll be able to finish off the healer quests as well without much issue. Oh, hello there, Oshato. Is there something I can do for you? Sereg was worried about you, you say? That's kind of him. I assure you I'm completely fine. Look at that face, you ain't completely fine. I owe so much to the both of you. You brought me back from beyond the rift, took me under your wing, trained me and comforted me to the point that my memories and my magic have both returned. I am finally ready to face my old friend in battle, and it is all because of you. And yet, there is a fear growing inside me, a fear that threatens to consume me. In my studies, I have learned much about the Sin Eaters. I learned how those who fall to the most powerful Sin Eaters, like Phronesis, become Sin Eaters themselves, doomed to live out their days as mindless, unholy abominations. If I were to lose my focus in battle, and you or Sereg suffered the same fate as Nilbert, the only three friends I have known in this world, If I lost you all, how could I ever live with myself again? This thought, it shakes me to my very core. You are right. I mustn't forget that I have two strong friends by my side to help me shoulder the burden. Thank you, friend. The task is a daunting one, but I will trust in myself, and in the strong and gentle friends who stand by my side. Nothing would make me happier than to help Nalbert find peace, but that is not the only reason I fight this battle. I must repay you and Sereg for all you have given me. Not only did the two of you bring me back to this world, you have instilled me with a newfound sense of purpose. And yet, when the battle is over, you will leave this place. You will embark on new adventures with new companions. Worry not, I will not hold you back, or stand in your way. Hello, Insanity. I don't have a command for it. I need to actually set up proper commands. I've been very lazy on that one. Though, I don't think the bot that I use actually has any commands, except for good bot. That's the only one I'm aware of. Seribot has whale facts? That's really cool, actually. Cat facts, too. Random, random commands. That is another reason I must fight this battle. I must prove to you, to all three of my friends, that I am strong enough to get by on my own. How could you do that to me? That was so mean. Be strong, Taina. You can do this. Sorry, perhaps I got a little carried away there. In any event, we should go tell Sereg that I'm ready. Oh, thank you for the follow. Are my alerts broken? I haven't been getting, like... "12 minutes. Was that when I was in the dungeon? Was it just was the alert sound just lost in all of the dungeon noise? But thank you for the follow, Furious Goku. Furious Goku. I've had a couple of followers recently that haven't even popped up on my activity feed when they followed me. You're finally back. I see. I was starting to get worried. I trust this means you're ready to do battle with Phronesis? I am. Let us put an end to this nightmare, and set Nalbert and the people of this land free. That's the spirit. Alright. The plan is to lure Phronesis to us by the same method as last time. We will venture to the central hills of Amber, a safe distance away from the city, and Taina will summon forth a hollow. It should only be a matter of time before our quarry arrives. I believe our chances are best if we can lure Phronesis to a wide open space, where we will have plenty of freedom to maneuver. The hills of Amber should suffice. If you are ready, let us away at once. What a weird looking rock formation. So thin. Damn, we went through all that trouble to get from here to over there. Realistically, we could have just climbed this hill. This is a fully climbable hill. A little bit of effort, but like fully climbable. Hello, thank you for the lurk. You know, I'm only just realizing that the mountains in Amarig are actually just really fucking small. Like, these are not big mountains. Like, especially with this big flat bit here, like, realistically speaking, I could probably climb over this in, like, less than an hour in real life. You done got fucked up. I am ready. Let us begin. Over there, it's him. Oh, he does appear out of nowhere. He does do the teleport. You know, I thought when we saw the little flashback about him in the mines, I thought he would be subject to a cave-in, which is why he wears the face mask, because he got all, like, fucked up and shit. Yes, I knew you would come. Well, I guess we won't be needing this anymore. Go, Taina! He's so calm! Give it up, Naubert. My spells are more than a match for your own. These are my friends, and I'll not let you take them. Do you hear me, Naubert? Your long nightmare, and ours, shall end this day. Oh, I got a spinny thing in my hand. I didn't realize my book had a spinny thing. I like the spinny thing. Let me look at my spinny thing. Spin. I'm so easily amused. Does Phoenix, like, actually do anything different than Bahamut? Because So far, it seems like it does like the same shit. What? It does fire damage. Yeah, like, it's still the same thing, though, isn't it? It just does fire damage instead of, I presume, unaspected damage that the other one does. Oh no. Come to me. Ow. You have too many hit points for a wizard. Far too many hit points for a wizard. Oh no, Taina's down. Get away from him. Oh yeah, I can actually heal myself. Not by a lot. Ah! A hollow! So all it does is do fire damage instead of unaspected damage, but otherwise it's identical? Okay. Ah! More hollows. Ah! Taina, get in the circle! Ah! Taina, get out of the circle! We almost there. Oh no, Taina's tapped out. Oh no, he's summoning hollows. Ah! Stop it. Leave me alone. Ah! No. The lightning orb. The other lightning orb, there's less hollows this time. Fuck. Ah! Another one! Get sucked up by the hollow. get sucked up by this hollow. There we go. We almost got him. Whew. I did it. Forgive me, Taina. Far and wide did I travel with my companions, all the while searching for a way, any way at all, to bring you back to this world. And yet, in the end, it was all in vain. Though I treasured the adventures I had with Ardbert and the other, my choice that fateful day forever haunted me. What if I had run off with the stone, and used its power to rescue you, as I had always intended? What adventures might we have shared? I sank into the depths of despair, and felt myself a wretch for doing so. For by what right do I pity myself, when it was I who consigned you to far more cruel and tragic fate? Whatever pain, whatever loss I knew is nothing compared to what you suffered, what you still suffer. Abandoned by your only friend, cast adrift in a cold, dark void until the end of time. Yes, no doubt you are still out there, beyond the rift, cursing my name to this very day. That's not true, Albert. I'm right here! And yet, even if you despise me with every fibre of your being, even still, I would give anything to see you, just one last time. You could curse me, revile me, rain fists and magics down upon me. It would all be worth it, just for the chance to say, I am sorry. Stop it now, but please stop saying those things. Even after you had your mind, your heart, and your very humanity ripped from you, still, for all these years you kept searching for me. How could I ever hate my best friend? Don't you see, old friend? It was a Chateau here who brought me back to this world, but it was you who guided him to me. You have suffered long enough, my friend. I can take care of myself. Now, you need worry about me no longer, so please, rest peacefully. It's over, at last. You don't need to explain it to me. I know that Nalbert we saw was just a memory, a reflection from the crystal, that my friend truly passed years and years ago. And yet, even if those words will never reach Nalbert, simply saying them aloud gave me a measure of peace. I have no regrets today. But we should be getting back to town before any more Sin Eaters take notice of us. Yes. I'll say, after that battle, I could use a rest. And I reckon Ashato here could as well. Shall we head back to Mordsuk? Wait, there's a pass? Wait a minute. There's a pass in between the two of them? Why the fuck did we not just go this way? Why was this blocked off? What the fuck? How long has this been here? Was this here the whole time? What the fuck? Why is there an area called Old Lady's Feet? So, you're telling me that when we were, like, in here doing all this bullshit to try and... There's a thing there? Ooh. We're doing all this bullshit to try and get the fucking trains working. We could have just come over to this hole in the ground and be like, oh yeah, here's the way through. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Now what's this area? Nothing. There ain't nothing here. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, I'm happy to report that our tales of triumph are already spreading across town like wildfire. Word has it the merchants are so grateful that they intend to sweeten the bounty with a generous personal reward. My friends, I have no words to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, Nalbert has found peace. And I can finally close the book on this chapter of my past. Every day, I thank the gods for having brought us together. The feeling's mutual, lad. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect when you popped out of that hole, but it's been a pleasure having you at our side. So tell me, now that you've made peace with your past, what do you plan to do with your future? You and Ashato have trained me well, and I am quite confident that I can hold my own on the battlefield. Perhaps I will travel the land and see if I might use my abilities to help those in need. If I didn't know better, I'd think those were words of someone twice your age. If that's truly your intention, then I have something of a plan. First, I'll need Ashato here's permission. It's just a thought I had, but what say we give the lion's share of the bounty to Taina here? I reckon he needs it more than we do, and besides, we couldn't have won the battle without him. Yeah, I was wondering how they were gonna get out of, like, because we didn't end up doing the bounty for whatever which reason on the other one, so I was wondering how they would do it with this one too. I knew you'd feel the same. It's the least we can do to help the boy forge a path and a future for himself. My friends, I could never take advantage of your kindness like that. Think nothing of it. It's not easy for a boy your age to make his way in the world, and this is the least we could do. Think of it as a parting gift from your brothers in arms. Thank you, Sarek. Thank you, Oshato. As long as I live, I will never forget your generosity. Finally, I have one last proposal for you, if you're keen to hear it. This is Bounty Hunter, I know. He can hold his own with a bow, but he's always thought he could take on bigger markers if he had a skilled mage at his side. If you're looking for a partner, that is. Sarek, you could not possibly mean... Of course I'm saying. So, what'll it be? Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Why, nothing would make me happier. Then, I suppose that settles it. Welcome aboard, lad. I've got a feeling that this is only the beginning of a rewarding relationship. And on that note, I do believe my new partner and I are off to the Crisarium to find ourselves a new mark. If it's not too much to ask, why don't you join us there? I still owe you your share of the bounty, and I reckon it would be a good place to say our proper farewells. To the Crisarium we go! Big yawn. Use the Aetherite. Ah, Shato. Glad you could join us. Tainer and I just arrived a short while ago ourselves. The boy's keen on starting a new life as a bounty hunter, to say the least. He's got no end of questions, that one, but there's only so much I can teach him. The rest will have to learn from experience. And so, I intend to do what I can to show him the world, and keep him safe. Damn, it must be pretty shit for him to, like, to have essentially just woken up in an apocalypse. So, don't worry about us. Between my bow and his magics, I reckon we'll be able to hold our own out there. That said, should we ever find ourselves on the trail of a particularly nasty foe, I hope you'd not be adverse to lending us your strength once more. Yes, somehow I have a feeling it won't take another 100 years for our paths to cross again. Until then, friend, stay sheltered in the shade. Ah, did it! Yay! I'm gonna go pick up my relic gear. Not relic gear. Whatever the fancy gear is called. South. South? South. Not that way. That one's a dead end. No, it's not a dead end. Magical ranged DPS. Oh my god, this one doesn't have exposed shoulders. like the other two sets that I've gotten from him. Or not shoulders, but like this part of me. What level's this shit? For 30. I imagine this stuff is lower level than the Rowena stuff of equivalence, right? So like if I go to the Crystarium and look at the top level stuff from Rowena, this will be lower level. Because like what would the point be of this stuff? Well, what would the point be of Rowena's stuff if this stuff was yeah, 510, yeah. Wait, no? No, that one. Okay then. That's that done. Now? Tank. I only have one tank class though. $400. I should get new boots. Let's randomly get the level no, I'm not level 80, I can't get those. I think my pants are still the DIQ thingy-madooperies. Let's not upgrade any of... Why is this one so high? Alright, on to tank we go. I should be able to level this out in the time for doing this quest. If not, just before the last quest, I'll do a single dungeon, and that should get me there. But I guess I'll do it under the effects of food. Ah, it's the brooding guy on the side. Can't say I've chatted with you before. Think I'd remember if I had. Seen your fair share of fighting, have you? And wary besides. Rest assured, I've no secret designs. Name's Granson. Bounty hunter by trade. Mostly sin eaters. When I first laid eyes on you, I had a feeling you were a tough bastard. The sort that must get mistaken for that warrior of darkness folks been talking about recently. That right? Easy killer. I couldn't care less who you are or what you've done. The only thing I'm looking for these days is a like-minded partner. Someone willing to join me in the hunt for the biggest prize this side of Norvrant. I'd hear the details first. Thought that'd grab your attention. Dikiosine? Dikiosine. Dikiosine's the fiend I'm after. One of the so-called cardinal virtues, as folks are wont to call them. They were hopes that somehow the death of Vorthri and the Wardens might have put an end to Dikiosine. But, alas, no. Seems the rules that bind the other Sin Eaters don't apply to the virtues. Formal warriors of light, the esteemed heroes that saved the realm a century ago. Dear old Brandon was one of them. What a mundane name, Brandon. I'm told. Stop me if you've heard all this before. Anyway, like his comrades, Brandon died in the process, only to return relatively recently as a Sin Eater. The better to torment we few who survived their mercy, needless to say, I aim to put an end to all that. I gotta say though, I'm glad that I did the physical DPS one as part of my MSQ run, and not the magical DPS one. I was gonna do one of those two for if I was just doing one, but the physical DPS one was a lot more interesting as a quest, I think, than the magical DPS one was. And I think it tied better into the... It tied better into the MSQ than the magical DPS one, I think, would have. Just because there was more of Ardbert's personality shining through in the physical DPS one. You've heard the pitch, so what's the answer? You interested in hunting Dikaiosine with me? Who comes up with these fucking names? Not a whit of hesitation. I like you, Sinner. Nevertheless, I'll need you to humor me and prove you the dab hand I think you are. For my sake as well as yours. I've heard reports of stray Sin Eaters drifting close to the Crystarium. Come with me and put my mind at ease. Graham has also said the healer one is really good. So I'm looking forward to the healer one. I don't know why I'm running there. Dungeon. It's just dungeon. Have I not unlocked that yet? That must be optional. But yeah, so... Well, I'm looking forward to the healer one, if it's as good as what people say. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I might need to refamiliarize myself with this a little bit. I have so many buttons. A hit, hit, hit. That's my 1, 2, 3. That's throw my shield. This one is spin, spin. Timed spin. Big smack. Magic. Shield bash. So these are my stun thingies. What's this one? Dash forward. An attack. That's my engage. Defensive, 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 defensive. Yeah, that whole row is just my defensive abilities. Damage buff. That thing that I never use. You can probably go over on this hotbar. Spell? Wait, new spell. Oh, this thing. So this is the... Increases the potency of Holy Spirit and Holy Circle. That's Holy Circle. That's Holy Spirit. So this is a buff. It doesn't tell me what Requiescat is. What are you? You're... Prevent damage for someone else. Damage... defensive buff, defensive buff. Defensive buff. Link defensive buff. Taunt. Stop. What's this one? Defensive buff. The cone defensive buff. Yeah, that's a cool one. Atonement. Weapon skill. What the fuck? Paladin's so many buttons. Jesus. And your clemency and your heal and aura. Cool. Stance or whatever. There you are. Very good. The Sin Eaters we're after were sighted west of and Ascensa Gate, so we'll need to head through there before we begin our search. Oh, and if you happen to have any objections to killing Sin Eaters any objections to killing Eaters for sport, remember that many were once innocent people. You'll be doing them a favor putting them out of their misery. That's not what I intended to do. Let's do magic. Okay, so this is an AoE one. God, my button layout for this one's a mess. Clean work. It is clearly not your first time. Let's do this once more just to confirm it wasn't a fluke, though. Besides, the world could do with less Sin Eaters. Follow me. Shouldn't be much further. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. God, I need my eyes checked. I thought they said the Great Sword. I'm like, there was a place called the Great Sword? Great Wood. This time we're gonna Beyblade. Unless there's just one of them. Okay, it's just one of them. Wait, what am I doing? Single target shit. Wait, Divine Might will be prioritized over Requiescat when under the effect of both, but Requiescat does more damage. Why would I want it to prioritize Divine Might? Oh, no, Divine Might's that thing. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Not, okay, so it uses Divine Might. So if I have stacks of Requiescat, Requies Cat, I don't know how to say that. If I've got stacks of that and stacks of Divine Might, it'll use the stacks of Divine Might first. Yep, okay. I'm understanding. Yep, that'll do. You're exactly the sort of man I've been looking for, and thank the gods for that. My apologies for subjecting you to such a silly test, but I'd rather not have an amateur's death on my conscience. Let's head back to the Wandering Stairs and make this official, shall we? You know, something I did like about the last one was that it wasn't constantly going back to the Crystarium. So, I'm like, oh no, we're going to constantly go back to the Crystarium, aren't we? This way. And you're so far away. Like right at the back here. Can't you stand next to the Aetherite in the plaza? Just to make sure you're still keen on our assignment. Arrangement, rather. Oshato, will you join with me and hunt the dread fiend Dicosinine? Ducosine. Jesus Christ. Dichiosine. Dichiosine. Who the fuck even comes up with these names? Excellent. Then it is settled. Now, every hunt begins with an investigation, and ours is no exception. Dichiosine can be rather difficult eater to pin down. But before we commence ours, we would do well to attend our respective preparations. Let me know when you're ready to proceed. I'm ready now. All set to embark on our great hunt, Oshato? Then let's be about it. Before you ask, I've no intention of leading us out into the wilds without even an inkling of Dichiosine's whereabouts. Norvrant may not be a particularly large realm, even before the flood, but it'd take us a dozen lifetimes to scour every nook and cranny. So, we'll start by asking around a place I know for a fact Dichiosine has attacked before, the village of Right on Colusia. While I don't have reason to believe he will return, I'd like to think that the survivors might know something of value. After all, you can be sure that they haven't forgotten the day the bastard came through. So, let us be off then. Right. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome to Right. I reckon it might not seem like much to you, but to me... Never mind, we'll save that conversation for after. Tracking down Dichiosine is what matters right now. Let's split up and ask after the bastard. Better odds of turning up useful information that way, I'd wager. Despondent? Despondent's not good. Where did you come from? And what do you want with me? Dikaiosine? That thrice damn eater that's the spitting image of a Galgent knight? That Dikaiosine? Can't help you. All I know is that when he came, he... Wicked White, if you had seen the carnage, you would... I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. Is the next one in a building? In this building? No. Behind this building? Behind this building. Oh, you don't look so great. Ah, what? What do you want with me? The Sin Eater? The one that came and killed everyone? Oh god, is he here? Then what are you talking about him? Why are you talking about him? I know I should have stayed inside. There's nothing but death out here now. Death and horror and Sin Eaters and... That was a very short quest. Well, learn anything worth sharing? I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us. There's no moving on from that. Well, obviously he was here when it happened, or he's from here. Or both. Well, I was planning on telling you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is a good time as any. Hold on, just let me tap into the echo on you. I was born and raised in Wright. Lacking any real prospects, I eked out a living as a hunter. I might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life. Melinda. It was about a year ago she accepted a commission from the Yulmoran trader. Bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old, with a questionable provenance, but supposedly it once belonged to royalty or some such. The Fangs of Orthus, he called it. Ian here had been talking about tying the proverbial knot. Buying land, building a home, that sort of thing. Around here that might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. And that's where the trader made his offer. She didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyards to pick up some extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it'd pay for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright... The Dikaiosine had been busy. I spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about, trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us, the gruff woodsman who'd brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter, both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met, and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other, and... even now, a year later, it doesn't feel real. One moment she was there, right there, and the next... she was... Dikaiosine knelt and took the Fangs of Orthus, then left, leading a host of Sin Eaters out of Wright. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there and stared, waiting for me to end it. Oh, I could never say no to her. Not once in the years we'd been together. For all the time she'd welcomed me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the time she'd laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all of that and more, I killed her. I swore then and there that I'd have my vengeance. Dikaiosine would die by my hand. I carved the scars into my flesh, to mirror the ones he left in my soul. An enduring reminder, the vow that I never dare stray from the path. There, all done. No need to wallow in it. Wouldn't want my tragic yet trite tale to put you off our hunt. Still with me to the end, sinner? That's the spirit. Still, I've some unfinished business here. So, if you could give me a moment before we resume, I would be most grateful. One moment. Oh, damn it. I was trying to get a picture of my cat because she was like on her back and looking so adorable, but she noticed me trying and rolled over. She doesn't like having her photo taken. Sorry to keep you waiting, sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it. As am I. Trouble is, in your absence, I've failed to turn up any information as to the whereabouts of Dikaiosine. There is one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue. Though, the fangs of Orthus, the bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, and that the Eater took with them when he left right. Sin-Eaters are mindless fiends, driven only by base instinct. Everyone knows that. They've no need for worldly possessions, yet Dikaiosine took the bracelet anyway, which can only mean that there's something unique about that particular antique. Or the sinless bastard's somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think we need to learn more about the fangs of Orthus, and I know just the man to ask, the Yomoran trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I'd like to question him myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Dikaiosine's attack a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader will believe that an Eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So, I'm afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Oshato. Melinda said he was a regular at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. We're going to the strip club. I didn't think we had access to, like, Yulmore as a whole at this level. I definitely wouldn't have been able to teleport there like this, but... And to what do I owe this pleasure? That is your company? Ah, the fangs of Orthus, you say? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything I know, under the assumption that, should you recover it, you will see to its return to its rightful owner at once. I purchased the bracelet from a travelling peddler who claimed it was a relic of Vorbert, the glorious kingdom that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true, from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector, here for a tidy profit, after having it properly restored by an artisan and right. Alas, she was one of several casualties of a Sin-Eater attack. during which the Fangs of Orthus mysteriously vanished. I have of course been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that the thief might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsuk, I am told. I was planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of fulfilling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that any information that aids me in the acquisition of the Fangs of Orthus or similar relics will be well rewarded. So, what did our industrious patron have to say? So he thinks it was stolen, eh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it wasn't for his distrusting nature. This piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Orthus. Then it might attract Dikaiosin's attention, assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. To Mordsuk! Fine weather we're having today in Mordsuk, isn't it? No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folks. We'll find no shortage of Voberite trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer as before. Zinzin, my brother.
Well met, well met. How may I be of service to you?
A choker that once belonged to Voberite royalty, you say?
If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. In all my years, I have never even heard of someone unearthing such a thing.
Yes, do you have business with me, traveller? Ah, the Voberite choker. Is that what all this fuss is about? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, we insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him at the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. We're gonna find a corpse and Dikaiosin. Oh, we're not leaving yet. So, Feoul split off a part of themselves to follow me around. Oh. We back? Are we do we live? We're back? We having some technical issues currently. Can people hear me currently? Test, test, 1, 2. Am I audible? Maybe. According to my thing, I have 0 viewers. Let's refresh that and see. Yep, still 0. Can you hear me? Oh, we're up to... I don't know, I had a network drop by the looks. The stream has restarted itself. So we back now. Bitrate looks good. Signal looks good. Yep. We seem to be doing good now. Do 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 do. Mercy! Mercy! We're not quite finding a corpse. Please take whatever you want. Please don't kill me. I have a family. Oof. Okay. No, he gone. Please, please. Hearing horse. Well, that sucked. The fuck? Big red cactus. Ah, you also have a Sin Eater. Shame you missed the fun. This one's bit off more than it could chew. Probably because he was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence and self. You can see it in their eyes. Like when Dikaiosine... Don't tell me, you saw him? Wicked White. And he took the choker too? Damn it. Damn it all. He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. It's just like right. It was too late to save him. Just like I was too late to save her. But not again. Never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the worlds, Dikaiosine. Vengeance will be mine. Right. Neither the time nor the place. More eaters could be about. It's just, every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first. Of her. Are we not going to tell the wife? We may have failed to stop him this time, but what matters is we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't. And the wife doesn't know yet that she's become a widow. Sod it, I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me find the right words. Not that there ever are any. Afterwards, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Oshato. We'll speak again soon. Hey there, sinner. I broke the bad news to the widow of that scavenger while you were away. She took it about as well as you'd expect. After she'd cried herself hoarse, I started asking her about the choker. And where her husband got it. It seems he and his mates took a trip to Ilmeg a year or so back, hoping to cart off all the Verborite treasures they could carry from an untouched ruin they'd learned about. Of course, in their greed, neglected to account for the Fey folk, who killed or drove mad most of them. Those who survived didn't come away empty-handed, though. In fact, they'd stumbled upon a remarkable find. 3 sacred treasures of the royal family. They escaped with 2, the Fangs of Orthus being one of them, which was sold by another scavenger to a Yulmoran. Either that merchant you met at the beehive or an agent of his, I'd wager. So the merchant gives it over to Melinda for restoration, after which Dikaiosine attacks Right, presumably because he's after it as well. Meanwhile, the scavenger here in Mordsuk keeps the choker, the eyes of Orthus locked away for safekeeping, and when he finally decides to sell it, the sinless bastard shows up again. Which brings us to the here and now. Damned if I know why, but at this point there's no denying that Dikaiosine's been hunting the royal relics. And so, assuming he hasn't already claimed the third one, the Claws of Orthus, then I say we should get our hands on it first, and then use it to lure him out of hiding. But to that end we'll have to venture into the fairy kingdom ourselves. Those scavengers didn't receive the warmest welcome, and were not like to be treated any better. I've travelled to Ilmeg before. Have you now? And the little devils let you go? I can only assume they've taken a liking to you. That settles it then. We'll head to Ilmeg and ask after the Verborite ring. These two are so close to each other. What a remarkably uneventful trip. I kept jumping at shadows, waiting for eaters or foul demons or worse to attack. Though that might be preferable to the Fae, frankly. Still, we're going to have to deal with them eventually if we're going to find this ring, after all. The Numo were part of Voberite society, and without their help I'm not sure where to even begin our search. Perhaps there's a village of some sort you can guide us to. There's Plaeni. Plaeni? Yeah, very well. Lead on, Sinner. Excuse me. Something about your demeanor bespeaks a question unasked. Have I the right of it? I don't remember the voice I used for these guys. I remember having a lot of fun with it during the MSQ, though. A ring that belonged to the royal family of Verbert, and it was called the Claws of Orthus. But Verbert is long gone, as the caretakers of the ring, as are the caretakers of the ring you seek. Who can say where it might have got to? Hello there. You have a question? You have questions for me? The Claws of Orthus. It is a ring, you say? The name I've heard before, but I know nothing save that. Oh, Sul-Ul served the royal family before the flood. Somewhat temperamental they are, but surely they'll have the knowledge of this treasure you seek.
Well.
Oh, I thought that was a weird quest icon. There was just something in front of the icon. Had yourself a conversation or three? Learn anything interesting? So this Sul-Ul is the one we ought to speak with, eh? A former servant of the royal family, which would mean they've lived well over a century. Back at me. Mushroom, mushroom. I do not know you, yet you seem to know me. Echo time! The fifth was discovered yesterday. A young girl, not yet of age, transformed into a misshapen beast like the others before her. As if we needed more proof of a pattern. At this rate, any citizen could be next. Tell me, you at least learned something from this one. I studied her remains myself. 'Twas plain a powerful magic has been employed. Vestiges of the enchantment lingered long after. The culprit, I think, is not a man to be trifled with. That's all I can say for now, but you may rest assured that I will ascertain their identity ere long. On my honor as court mage, I swear it. Until I do, however, I would implore you and your fellow knights to dispatch any who turn or show signs without hesitation. But these are our kith and kin. Should we not try to keep them alive until a way to reverse their transformation can be found? Your mercy would place countless others at risk. As a knight of Verbert, did you not vow to serve all her people? Justice for the weakest among us, was it not? How many such innocents will die before you do what must needs to be done? It pains me deeply, Brandon, but the safety of the royal family is paramount. I fear that to take anything less than the most drastic measures would be to invite death into this castle. Death is already here. Surely you must see that. I was expecting Ardbert, honestly. I will not let it be whispered that Princess Saldia turned a blind eye to her people's suffering. These crimes are a tragedy that weighs upon every Verberite soul, mine most of all, and that is why I will take charge of the investigation myself. My lady, be reasonable. You cannot put yourself in harm's way. You have a responsibility to your subjects. So I am to gamble with their lives instead? Let them shield me while I alone take shelter and look down on them from on high? Yes, exactly. You are their princess. You are Brandon, yes? Then you recruit. A rather promising one, from what the captain has told me. You will attend me personally. My lady? You heard me. I will not stand idly by when I have the power to make a difference. Together we will see justice done for all, as your vow and your princess demand. Lady Saldia, I understand. Forgive my hesitation. My life and my sword are yours to command. I have great expectations for you. I trust you will not disappoint me. Right. There is no telling when our culprit will strike again, so we must begin our investigation at once. There are witnesses to be questioned, clues to be gathered. Come, come. And now, Lady Saldia? Lady Saldia! Ever the stubborn child. I wish you the best of luck, Brandon. You will need it, and more. This isn't I get to play as him moment. Hey, are you alright? The way you're holding your head, as if racked with terrible pain. What happened to you just now? Lady Saldia? You saw her with your mind's eye? Then it is as I suspected. You have the gift too. You are like Brandon. What do you mean he's like Brandon? Why have you come to me? What is it that you seek? Brandon had the echo? Interesting. I see. And for this hunt of yours you have come to Ilmeg in search of the claws of Orthus. I'm afraid this is no simple matter. First, I would know that you are capable of facing the Eater you seek. There is a spot in a river not far from here, which I used to bathe, until a number of beasts grew equally fond of it. If you are the warrior you claim to be, then you should pose no challenge whatsoever. I am no warrior. I am a paladin. Warrior's the other tank class. As for you, I have questions. Nyong. Damn, this is pretty far away for a bathing spot. There's water much closer. Beyblade! You know, paladins make pretty decent like casted classes considering the potency of the spells that they've got. Their damage output is like pretty decent. Because like you go 1, 2, 3 on the attacks, and then you've got an attack of. Then you have like a magic attack at potency 300, or every 60 seconds you can do 4 at 600, which is like pretty decent. For not being a casting class, at least. The beasts are no more, then? Good, good. I hadn't the heart to do it myself, for they were no ordinary beasts, but old friends who had survived the flood, victims of the curse you heard us speak in your vision. So, this curse transforms people into monsters? Like how sin-eaters can spawn more of their own kind? Oh. Ooh, hold on. One moment. There we go. I will speak no more of this or other matters until you have completed the task I set before you. This is non-negotiable. Grandson, our chateau accepted my terms, and so must you. So secretive, the both of you. Can't we all just speak plain? Your comrade refuses to acknowledge his situation. This may take time, but I am patient indeed. I have dealt with many a stubborn child in my life. I'm going to be just short of actually leveling, aren't I? Exemplary timing, Ashato. It was not more than a moment ago that Grandson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. Humble request my arse. This one's no better than a Yulmoran aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding, I tell you. There's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue and give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunts, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Asato said he saw a vision of you and Brandon, looking thick as thieves. You were friends, eh? Know what he's up to now? Brandon is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Oh shit, Sul-Ul knows about that. About his spirit, like doing that. That's cool. The Kaiosine, aye. But unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam around aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Verbud. And he's been killing anyone who got in his way. Is he now? Oh, what irony. Even in death he remains a slave to duty. A knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right in front of my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss. But while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately misguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Kaiosine is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him. You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm.
I could barely wield a sword, and now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to plotting his death. It has to be. It has to be. This guy likes repeating himself. So just tell us where the goddamn ring is, and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be, Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You asked too much. Demand far, far too much. And exchange for what? This I cannot abide. Why are you sighing in Dark Knight? Is 'cause this guy is Dark Knight? Are you trying to barter with me, you little shit? Shite? Shit? Shit? Tell me what I want to know, or I'll beat it out of you. Back off, a shadow. I won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murderer. Brandon was a dear friend. To know that an eater disgraces his flesh and his memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, he is a rookie. Because, like you said, he was a farmer. And he never even held a sword before, really. Like, Warrior of Light progression notwithstanding, only being a combatant for a year generally means that you're still a rookie. I should like to share with you a story, if you would be so kind as to join me in Ligaya. This had better have a point. I do love how this thing just, like, tilts back massively when it takes off because of the thrusters. I look so silly in the cockpit. My armor's too bulky for it. One sec. Oh. Ooh, is this my thing of having my little playtime as him? "'Tis beautiful, even now. A palace of forgotten dreams. But before it was Ligaya. In the time of Verbert, it was Grunis Lich. I've never been able to say that word. It shows up so often, but I've never been able to say it properly. Lich? The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time, when the people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Brandon, then a young knight who had only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Soldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls on one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Verbot. I thought I would never see him again. But then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers, led by a man named Ardbert, who had accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations, which had continued unabated in Brandon's absence. Huh. Okay, so the chick that was with the group during his flashback isn't actually a member of them. I don't know who she was. Also, hello Thyrus, how are you doing? Lady Soldia. Well, because there's only 4 cardinals. There's only 4 cardinal sins, one for each of those members plus Ardbert. I think it was a band of 5. I don't think it was 6, but I don't... Yeah. Lady Soldia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. And then came the day where we learned the truth. When we learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage, Tadric. It's him, Brandon. I'm sorry. So am I. Come. Let's have done with it. His hat's not even pointy. It looks stupid. It was you, Tadric. Do not deny it. Tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters. And for what? Brandon. After all I took such pains to be rid of you. And after I took such pains to be rid of you. You may strip me of my titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Soldia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I have killed you and your friends, there will be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hence, hear me, my children. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice. For a noble sacrifice you find everlasting glory. Apart from the hat, this is a pretty cool black mage get-up. Lord Tadric, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. You look kind of like Void Scent. I was going to make it quick for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time.
Okay, what have I got? I've got a 1, 2, 3, a spin, a buff, a heal, and a that. Oh, also, Thyris, it wouldn't be strictly that she joined after this because she was present when he joined. Because she was in his flashback, and that was the flashback of him joining. I think she might have not been part of the party. I think she was just maybe part of someone to do with the quest that they were on at the time. I don't know exactly. Spin to win! I am the tank! Oh my god, my damage is so bad. Go, Nilebert, go! Oh no, there's two of them. Oh! Keep you alive. Oh no, Ardbert died. Alright, let's try that again. I wasn't paying enough attention to his hit points. Spin to win! Alright, do it, Norbert. Kill them all. Go on, do it. There we go. Oh shit, no, he's the one casting the spell. And you're casting one too. Okay, you got interrupted, sweet. I picked the wrong person, I see. Dwarf, heal me! Thank you, dwarf. Now, dwarf, heal yourself. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Just spin to win. Now this dude's crazy. Continues to spin to win, I guess. Oh wait, no, we want to be here. We want to guide them into the center. Being fucking double tapped by LBs at the moment, though. If only we could get Tadric in there in that line too. No. Oh, you're not actually that strong. Okay. You're running out of, like, dudes. Oh, shit. Okay, sweet. That means I kill these guys first. And then hit the interrupt. Oh, that's not interruptible. We just gotta fucking rush them down, I guess. Materia. He's got a cool staff too. Meddlesome wretch. This kingdom is by rights mine. Why? Like, what's your reasoning for this? Brandon! What is the meaning of this? Oh no, she's gonna die, isn't she? Tadric, you? But why, after serving us faithfully for so many years? I am no servant. No servant. Not of your mother, or your father, or you. Ah, yep, cool. What a dumb bitch. God damn you. Is she gonna transform now? No, this is the tank roll quest. Lady Salthia, speak to me. Brandon, my dear, brave Brandon, am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows even now? Now and ever after, my lady. My sword is yours to command. Yeah. That is well. Would that I had the strength to wield it myself. Steel your heart, brave Brandon, for the good of Vorbot and her people. No, 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 I cannot. I will not. Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. Jesus Christ. Those hands are huge. To your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and see justice. No, it should be me. He has such a little shield, too. He's so small. Brandon, my sword, now and ever after. We've rounded up the rest of Tadric's coast conspirators and tossed them in the jail. The ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. I'll not hesitate again, no matter the costs, no matter the sacrifice.
You saw what happened? Wicked White. She begged him to do it, like Melinda. Come, let us quit this place and return to Plaeni. Got me a bulldozer. I find this thing so funny. I love the music that plays during this with this thing though. It's great. Hello, hello. How was movie? Do you know why I entered in the royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Soldia who came to my rescue. Like, fuck so many of them as in like so many shit people? Everyone's out for themselves? She saved me. And that is a debt that can never be repaid. For there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Oh yeah, 100%. It's... So, are you going to watch the rest of them tonight or tomorrow? Or, like, is that another day thing? Not even her death absolves me of it. And so, I must always first consider her wishes, her desires. That she would want for me and her kingdom. For Brandon, and yes, even you, grandson. For me? To define oneself in opposition to the other. An other bereft of complexity of nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities. A villain, indeed. There is comfort and certainty in hatred. But it is a false and fleeting comfort, bought with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, and what we must do. And never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up in sacrifice, the better. Do you not see? Brandon was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do well. You do as well. Leave us for now, Oshato. Oh shit, I forgot to re-up my food. I think it had expired. No, it was still there. But I still need more XP. God damn it. I don't want to do that, because I don't want to, like, boost myself, like, all the way through, because that gave me quite a bit of XP. Don Meg is fun. I might do Don Meg, actually. It's kind of a fun dungeon. Should still give me enough XP to level. In theory. In theory. Oh look! Someone else is specifically queuing for Don Meg. Interesting. Usually people just pop into it from leveling queues. I did Don Meg earlier today. Actually, where am I at with this? Okay, nothing more. Maybe someone needs to do Don Meg as for MSQ, which means I will get a new second chance thingy. Nope, they've left. God damn it. How could they do this to me? They're so rude. They were probably queuing up for multiple things at once and something else popped. Actually, that's a good shout. I'll queue up for like all three of these. And yeah, sure, we'll do. What's this one? No. What is this? Oh, this is the war thing. I'll do the burn. I'll queue up for all four of those. Something will pop. Hopefully. So, how's everyone's day been? Anything interesting on today that anyone did? Fair. You also have like a really weird sleep schedule, don't you? From what I understand, like you're asleep a lot of the day, up all night kind of person very often. It's just not consistent. I see. Look at the wiggles. Look at the arms go. Blah, blah, blah. My sleep schedule will generally drift to, it's the bare necessities. My sleep schedule will generally drift to being, like, late, like staying up late and waking up late, but there was a period of time where I was pretty firmly like go to sleep early and wake up at like 3 in the morning. That was when I was in high school. That was weird. I've never really had like insomnia per se. I get it occasionally as kind of like one-offs, maybe like for a couple days at a time, but not as like a consistent thing. Normally I'm pretty good at actually falling asleep once I go to sleep, once I go to bed. It's just the going to bed part I struggle with. Spin to win!
Oh, I need to level sync. Hi. Why are you not receiving my heals? Yes, all hit me. Oh. Bye, everybody. Oh god. Tanking requires so much more brain power. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Alright, come with me. I don't know if I can do a wall-to-wall. Come on, children! It's Beyblade. Beyblade. Come on, everyone. Come with me. Oh. One of you de-aggroed. Oh. Whew. That was a tough one. I almost died. I had to pop my takes no damage. There's a potential I would have been fine if I hadn't, but...
You know, in some ways I find tanking more stressful than healing. Like, healing has like a reasonably set pathway on kind of like your cause and effect. You see low health, you say heal. But tanking's, there seems to be a few more like nuances on how things actually like, on like how to tank certain hits and such like that. If that makes sense. Like making sure you're in the right position at all times. I don't know. It might just be my perception of it, but it might just be the fact that I just understand the role less than I understand healing. Healing's reasonably straightforward, I think. Get in the way of, like, my understanding of tanking is literally just get in the way of the thing, and then press damage mitigation things if you're taking too much damage. That's it. That's my entire understanding of it. And unfortunately, you cannot damage mitigate for people standing in AoEs. I guess you can, that's what this thing's for, isn't it? Or is it this one? One of the things. Got it. This is requiring more focus. I can't speak so much. So much focus required. Requires less focus on the bosses. Tanking bosses is so much easier than tanking mob pulls. Especially when you're doing like large pulls like I was doing. Though I'm quite happy that I was able to do wall to wall on that. Heal is good. Heal has been keeping me alive really well. Oh, he's dead. Sticking with the pointy end on part 8. Look at me go. Do we do big pull here? Well, this seems like a lot. Oh, okay. Oi! Next lot. God. I'm kind of regretting doing this dungeon specifically. This one takes a while. Cut them down, cut them down, cut them down, 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 down. Cut them down.
Whew. This ninja's running way ahead. Oh shit, I've forgotten what this one does. Big jump. You're jumping on me. Oi! This way. Numbnuts. What? Yo, healer, heal yourself! Oh, cool. Oh, no. Are we gonna be able to do this? We are, aren't we? Whoa! Jesus fuck, okay. Nice. The healer gets a commendation regardless. Huh.
We did half that fight without a healer. That's pretty good. Whew. But now, level 80 Paladin. Boom, 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 ba, dum, 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 dum. Alright, last one. I will be off to bed after this, after I finish this though. As I have an early start tomorrow. Not as early as I do the next day, which may mean I may not have a stream at all tomorrow night because of that. Grandson, I have given you ample time to consider the path that has brought you here, and where it invariably leads all who walk it. I didn't know what to do after I lost Melinda. How to mourn her, or how to live. I felt that if I put it all on the Kaiosine, put everything into the hunt, that at least I wouldn't have to think about myself, or what comes next. I wanted to hollow myself out, to fill up that hole with hate, forget who I was, and the irony of ironies, that's just what the poor bastard tried to do to himself a century ago too, isn't it? Hard men making hard choices. What rot. You're right. I don't need the hate. Never did. I'll finish it for Melinda and for Brandon, and then I'll move on. Move on, you say? I can't live off hate. I shouldn't have made it this far, frankly. And the more I try to reach for it, the more I find sorrow? Pity? Of course, curse not fate, but mourn her victims. Remember the dead as they lived. Aye, something like that. Reckon Oshatu would agree. And Melinda, if she were here, would probably slap me a dozen times and call me a bloody fool for acting the way I have. Or maybe you've been thinking about doing that in her stead, eh? Yeah, I'll use the flat of my sword. Apologies for treating you with such disrespect before, Sul-Ul. I'd like to claim I finally understand what you've been trying to tell me all this time, but I'm still getting my head around it. Recognizing your faults is the first and most important step. I will tell you what I know of the claws of Orthus. The ring, together with the bracelet and the choker, were 3 relics passed down through the royal family over generations, signifying the owner's right to rule. Princess Saldia was the last of her line, and after her death they were stored in a sanctuary for safekeeping. However, a year ago, a band of thieves learned of its existence. The ones who stole the fangs and the eyes of Orthus. Yes, the relics were concealed with magical wards. I can only presume that once they were spirited away, Dicursion was able to sense their presence. Even in death, a slave to duty, you said. You think he pursued the thieves out of an instinctual loyalty to his princess? That I do. After all, he was content to leave them be for so long as they remained hidden. Only 2 of the 3 were taken. Then the 3rd is still... Claim the claws of Orthus, and he will surely come for you. Yes. Timgius is where you must go. Once you arrived at the place I marked on your map, cast the powder into the air. The glamour will fade, and you will see the chest with the ring. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Sul-Ul. I promise we will bring your friend peace. With me, sinner. And may you find peace as well, child. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ooh, it's somewhere I have not been yet. kind of. They're faken, so they're like fairy spirit people, but they manifest as like dog mole people. This is the realm of the Fae, like, see? Fairies. But you know, spoilers. Shadowbringers. Yeah, that was the same thing as like when I had this big spoilery discussion yesterday on stream about a whole bunch of lore stuff, and there's a Sprout, like a brand new, only started playing like this week, who was in my stream, and I was just saying, you know, tune your ears off if you don't want to hear this. I'll let you know when it's safe to come back, but there is so much context that you need to even understand what we're talking about that you might not even get spoiled. What? Oh. You toss the powder into the air, and as it slowly settles to the earth as twinkling motes of light, a coffer begins to take shape. Oh, there's lots of stuff in here. This must be the claws of Orthus. All that's left to decide is when and where we want to confront the Eater. I don't think we get to decide that, honestly. Like, we've got the claws now. He decides. See? Or we could deal with it here and now. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Ah! Hello, Pix. How are you? Hey there, old man. I don't know you, and you don't know me, but I know your story. And I know this isn't you, and I know that if Lady Soldia were here, she'd say the same thing. It'll all be over soon, I promise you. Yeah, I'm quite good at that in this game. I'll say things and they'll happen. Or I'll say things and then a character in-game will repeat exactly what I said. Or I'll say or I'll ask a question and then a character in-game will answer my question, like on the next dialogue line. I'm quite good at it thus far. It's kind of unnerving. What do you mean, who is Pix? You are Pix. Zin is good. What the fuck is this one? Oh yeah, that's right. Had a fuck-ass weapon skill on the other side. Wait, why is Pix not Pix today? Who is Pix today? If not Pix. Oh, you are Beaver Monarch. Ah, I did hear someone call you Beaver Monarch earlier, yes. Okay, what's this portal? What the fuck? Ah! I got pulled into the portal. Eh. Big spell. Yeah. Oh, it's an AoE spell. Balls. Pillars! Oh no, he's doing things. I don't like it when he does things. Stop doing things. So, how are you today, Beaver Monarch? Is Beaver Monarch good? That is good. So, why no picks today? Stop running away from me! Coward. Oh no, the ball. Can I heal you? Kind of. Fuck, I didn't have enough time to get from the pillar to the other thing. Shit. Maybe I did, but damn, I almost had him too. Brand of Sun, Sin. Ball in the middle. Who's getting sucked in? Is it me? It's me. Damn. Paladin's got so many things that just proc off the primary combo. Stop hitting me! Oh no, in the ball. It's his turn to be in the ball this time, not mine. Motherfucker! Fuck, Branson needs to heal his shit. Game won't let me heal him. Shit, I'm gonna die. And he's so close to death. Fuck, Branson died! I should have just been rushing him. He's so close, he was so close. I have a heal spell. Let it work on my NPC. So rude. That took so long too. He had sliver of health. I should have rushed him instead of tried to stay alive. Alright, in the ball I go. Yeah. Whoa! This motherfucker will die this time. He's making more balls though. Die motherfucker, in the ball! Let me use healing magic on you! Or do you just have so much hit points that's like it's a relevant amount of damage? He's dead! Whoa. I got him. Oh, the prick's dead! Oh. Damn, Eater. Let him go. He's not your bloody puppet. Finally.
You watching, Melinda? Now, and ever after, my Lady Soldia, my sword is yours to command. Brandon? He's still in there? I'll not hesitate again, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Wait, is he trapped in the memory still? You're wrong, Brandon. That's not what she would want. Let go of your anger. Let go of her. But that would make me lesser in your eyes, wouldn't it? To shoulder a burden that need not be mine? No, I will not forsake compassion in love. I will not dishonor your memory. Oh, my Lady Soldia. He's gone. And with that, the three treasures of the royal family are reunited. Now, we've just got to find a place to stick them so that no scavenger ever stumbles upon them again. Give them to Fair Ul. Least we can do for the princess and her knight, am I right? Actually, no, giving them to Fair Ul is probably a bad idea. Maybe Sul Ul will have some ideas. Let's head back to Pla Ini. It is done. Brandon has been laid to rest. You saw us when we arrived. Do you really have to ask? No, I suppose not. Oh, my dear friend, I pray you have found peace. And what of you, grandson? Has the turmoil in your heart subsided at last? I suppose so, though, to be honest, it felt like I made my peace with him before we even fought. Because you finally saw him for what he was, and accepted the truth unto your heart. The battle was but an afterthought. Easy for you to say. You didn't have to cross blades with the bloke. He was a tough fight. By the way, I brought you some gifts.
3 royal relics of Vorbert. Then Brandon was safeguarding both the bracelet and the choker. And now it's your turn to look after the whole lot. That's what Lady Soldia and her knight would have wanted, I reckon. Yes, of course, that their souls may sleep soundly forevermore. We shall enshrine these relics for all eternity. Now that's settled, I suppose we should be on our way. There's a detour I'll have to make, but afterwards I'd like to speak with you back at the usual spot in the Crystarium. The usual spot? We spoke there twice! Be well, Sul-Ul. I think that one has a bright life ahead of him. Few can find the strength to overcome such terrible tragedy, but he did. As have you, on no few occasions, I am sure. It has been a pleasure, Oshato. Do visit me, should you ever yearn to hear an old fool prattle on and all. On and on? Use the aetherites. I have to tell myself that every time. Well met, Sinner. Good to see you made it back safe and sound. Having returned to where it all began, I can't help but think to when I first came here. Thinking only of Dikaiosine and my revenge, I was so wrapped up in my own personal affairs that I didn't realize I was only pushing others away. Glenard was the only one who saw through the facade. He's a perceptive one. I took one look at me when I got back and broke into a smile. But enough about him. I have yet to thank you properly. Oshato, I owe you so much for sticking with me to the end. So what's next for you, sinner? Good question. Can't say I feel at home here, or in Wright, or anywhere else. So I might spend some time on the road. I may not be as skilled a fighter as you, but I reckon I'm better than most. There's always someone in need of a reliable sword hand. It's specifically in the Crystarium. I don't know why, but like every time I teleport to this area, I never turn around and use the fast travel system for the city. Melinda would want me to use my talents for a noble purpose, and helping folks in needs fits the bill. Hells, isn't that what Brandon and his comrades wound up doing in the end? So, let's not call it goodbye, let's just say, until the next hunt. But what about the bounty? Where's my money? Was that one entirely personal? Was there no financial gain in that one? How are you going to explain me not having the money? Wheresoever you go, may you find shade, sinner. Once you're in the expansions and the zones are fucking huge, you'll want to be, like, flying places. Damn, this guy gets his own little outro. Fancy. Alright, so that's that done. But before we finish stream, I'm gonna go get my my Journey's End gear for Paladin. Ba 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 da ba da da. I wish there was like a grab all button. Ooh, that's a nice set of armor. The shield folds out. That's so cool. Anyway, so that'll be me finishing up stream for the night. Thank you all for watching. If you've been watching for a bit and you have enjoyed what you've seen, consider dropping a follow. Follows make my dopamine go up, and that is a good thing. And if you're already following and you want to support me in other ways, you can check out some of my social media. Discord is the main thing that I'm actually active on. Other than that, if you wanted to support me more directly, you can subscribe. There is still the promotion, whereas if you do 3 gift subs as well, if you're already subscribed, you can get yourself a unicorn mount in-game if you haven't done that already. But, yes, my stream tomorrow is a little up in the air on whether or not it'll actually happen, as I have a relatively early start tomorrow, and I'm leaving the city even earlier the next day, so I might be a little low on sleep for the next couple of days, but we'll see. It really depends on kind of how I'm feeling at the time, but I will endeavor to keep you updated on Discord. So if you want to keep track of that kind of stuff, jump into my Discord. And yeah. Other than that, I think that's it. Oh yeah, if you wanted to see anything else that I've done on Final Fantasy, like if there's a particular piece of content that you're interested in watching how I reacted to, all of my VODs are on my YouTube channel, also linked in my Twitch description. So you can check that out. But yeah, we're gonna go do a raid. We're gonna raid Konju. I think there's someone who is... They are live currently. I have raided them. We raid each other back and forth. But yes, come say hi to Konju. I don't know what they're doing. The thing says that they're leveling, but they have a naked bunny in front of them right now, so we'll find out what they're doing when we get there. Anyway, have fun, everyone. Have a nice rest of your day, or evening, morning, whatever. And I shall see you tomorrow, maybe. Farewell.